Hey, welcome back. Hope you've all managed to grab a drink and a snack or something, and looking forward to the next half of the action. So we'll just jump back into this clusterfuck underground.
I mean, it is what it is.
Yeah.
And again, it's top of the order, and it's Mr. Alton. So you have two zombie bros right in your face.
And I just got, like, hit, right?
Mm-hmm.
By one of them.
So it's got no real fingers. Its hands mostly rotted away, and it's just sort of scraped down you with sort of bits of knuckle and bone and things like that. That's sort of left.
Oh man.
Gross.
All right. Well, Alton will take the vicious short sword out at the one who got him, obviously, and he will roll a dice. No, he won't. I will do that.
Roll the dice.
So and he will. That's 19.
That hits. You don't think, I mean, they're not wearing armor. You don't think these things are going to be very difficult to hit at all.
Just trying to see where what the actual short sword is.
I think it's a 1d6, but you get lots of extra damage if you crit with it. I think that's the big thing. Yeah.
1d6 plus 1d6. Is it 1d6 plus 5 or something or whatever?
It'll be plus your
plus
hit.
5 to hit.
Yeah.
Sorry about this. I'm just looking.
No, don't worry. It's the first time you've used it.
That's a 4 plus I don't know what.
I'm just looking up your
vicious
short sword.
For some reason it says on the dagger as well. It says, "Oh no, I presume it's the same as the dagger, so it's plus 2."
Yeah.
So
it should be plus your dex bonus is the thing. So
yeah, yeah. So it's plus 2. So that's 6 points of damage altogether. And I think he'll try and chop off the arm that's scroped down him with that attack if he can.
Yeah, I think we can say that you lop it off at the elbow.
Yeah.
They're not very well put together, so it's not too hard to chop bits of them off.
The thing is, he does it. He's just looking around to see if Mara's arrived yet.
I think you can hear her, but not far behind you. You can hear her sort of rushing through.
Right.
Okay.
Mara Spectre, should I buy another wheel or?
Right. So, any bonus action or any movement you want to do?
No. I mean, nothing I can really. If I go away, I'll get hit. If I stay, I get hit. I'll just stay.
Okay. Salir.
Yes.
So, one very badly injured skeleton, as Madame Hobbs said in the chat. I love that. That's definitely what they're now called.
Skeletons.
Skeletons. And one that is completely undamaged as team. No attacks at all.
Still more. I will murder both of them. Recklessly.
Okay.
Because obviously crits don't mean anything in this when they do the same as a normal attack. Man, I sure am good at saying things that's going to get me killed. That's a 25 to hit, and...
Yeah, that definitely hits, yeah.
21 to hit. And... That's not a lot of damage. 10?
Oh.
10 damage on the first one.
Well, that's... Because it's only got one hit point, but let's see if its undead fortitude kicks in. 10 damage, you said.
Yeah.
That only rolled a 5 this time, so that one crumples into a pile of bones. It's just like it's like the surface tension of water's been broken. It just sort of collapses in itself, and it's just a pile of bones and
falls apart.
Armor. Yep.
What did that strike that killed it look like? Where did you hit it? Like And you cut it where?
Yeah, add whatever flavor you want.
Okay, I
It's not
mean,
going to make any difference to the outcome.
flavor to hitting it with an axe. Yeah, I can imagine probably. I mean, I think his go-to is from shoulder to hip, across the torso. Yeah. That's just the most comfortable swinging. It's also where you can like draw the weapon and swing in one fluid motion.
I think Alton will see this and shout, "Without their torsos, they're powerless."
And I think with that sort of strike, you've maybe just managed to hit one of the, as I say, there's sort of weak spots, and the chainmails maybe just come away on a bit. You just managed to get the blow exactly where it needed to be.
Very little likely do they have neck armor, which is why I aim for the shoulder.
No. It's hanging loose sort of chainmail.
These are not Sarfang. These are Sarfang zombies. They're just rigs.
Yeah, they don't have one shoulder pull to protect there.
No. These are elite mobs.
Beautiful. And then second hit on the other Zombo.
Yep.
Skeleton. Yep. Zombro. He does 16 damage.
Indeed.
And that's like I guess
it takes that quite stoically.
I think with his 2 hits, he does like one down and then does the other one back up.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, so it takes it under the Oxter.
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. With that, again, Cyric and Alton, give me a perception check.
These have gone so well. Oh, that's not bad. That's a dirty 20.
Yes.
And I want a 26 from.
Damn, that's a crit.
Yeah. So you both immediately see Willa reappear. You you can't see her because it's behind you, but she is up against this back wall here where I'm pinging on the east.
Damn. She's just leaning against the wall.
She's smoking a cigarette.
Yeah.
Nice to see you again, boys.
Yeah, exactly.
I am going to enjoy this.
And I think she basically sort of points at you, Alton, and
bugger
just says, I really, really would like it if you let my sister go. And she casts Vicious Mockery on you. I need you to make a...
That's my move.
Charisma saving? Yeah, no. Wisdom saving throw, DC 13.
With advantage.
Yes, because it's a spell.
Wisdom. Hold on, sorry, I just get my...
No, don't worry.
Oh, it's -1. Shit. But I rolled well, so it's 18.
Alright, so yeah, it doesn't take effect. So
okay.
It's only a cantrip, so there's no effect on a save.
Okay. Alton will literally say, "That's my move."
She will look particularly angry. This is
great.
Says nothing further. Zombies. So first 2 on Cyric, and just shuffling. And I have to say that the one thing is the stench coming off these things is almost overpowering for the 2 of you. It's just not pleasant at all.
Did Steve wear perfume?
Do the attack you, Cyric, roll a 21 and a 5. So I take it that's 1 hit.
Yes.
And you take 7 bludgeoning damage. And Mr. Alton, they rolled an 8 and a 14.
I'm okay.
Did both of those miss?
I'm okay. I think the second one that gets close, but it just takes a tiny bit off the top of his hair.
Oh no, I was more imagining he's forgotten that he's lost his arm, so he goes to punch you, but it stops short because the bottom half of his arm's missing.
I just get like I get a spray of brownish decayed blood. It's like, oh.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mara. So I think with this turn, you can get up behind Alton with your movement.
Right. And how many
But
undead?
There are 4 undead right in front of the mouth of this tunnel entrance going into the intersection.
How many undead are within 30 feet of me?
It would just be the 4 you can see. The Dread Warriors are more than 30 feet away from you at this moment.
Right.
In time.
We're gonna
Oh, there's
do.
a Dread Warrior. There's only one of them left.
Oh yeah. Then we're gonna do turn undead.
Cool.
I actually get to use it. And the way that this works for Mara is that she's gonna hold up her holy book. It's gonna flip open. And she's gonna say, by the oath of Karnak the Caller, and she's gonna seem to swipe a hole in reality, and spirits will flow out, and it will charge the undead.
Has she
spirits
ever
that
done this
charge
before?
them. No.
I
I
think
planned
everyone's
this
like, what
way
the
long
fuck?
ago, but it never came up.
Okay.
So the spirit that comes out essentially try to tackle the undead, like just full-on body blow. But if you look closely, the spirits kind of look like the people they're tackling.
Okay.
So they're kind of like they're body piling into them, and they need to make a wisdom save.
A wisdom save, and what's the
Yes.
DC for it?
I don't remember.
Right, they've got.
What's
They've
your
got zero-
spellcasting modifier?
It's just your normal. Yeah, is it your normal DC? Is it?
Yeah.
Yes, it should be.
Yeah. If it's what, spiritual guardians?
No,
No. This is turn
turn
undead,
undead.
Oh, yeah, it's your normal wisdom DC.
which is
16, I think you said.
Oh, my wisdom. Oh, well, my spellcasting DC is 16. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, what's your wisdom? It's +5, yeah?
Yeah.
So it should be...
What, 17?
Yeah, no, 16. You're right.
Okay. So, what does it like when because you destroy
So
3 of the 4 zombies,
Whoa.
right. So what happens then?
and what
Yeah.
does that look like?
When they body tackle into them, like
It's
the
Terry
meat-
Crews.
the bones and the meat sort of scatter off away, and they disintegrate into ash as they fly away against the wall.
Oh.
Very cool.
So it's like a vampire dying in a movie.
Blade 2?
Blade 2,
Blade 2, best Blade.
Oh, yeah.
Blade 3, Ryan Reynolds. No, wait, what am I saying? I forget what his name is. The guy who's from Deadpool. What's his
That's
name?
Ryan Reynolds. You had it right
That's
first
right
time.
now. He is in Deadpool. Anyway, that's not anything to. So the 3 of the zombies, the 2 in front of you, Salir, and one of the ones in front of you, Alton, just disintegrate into ash. And
There's only one list in front of me.
No, all I can think of is the Deadpool song by Celine Dion.
yeah. So now you're only, from having 6 adversaries in front of you, you now only have 3. There is 1 hag, 1 dread warrior, and 1 zombie.
The word Dread Warrior.
Yes. Granny Greta is still a moth.
And I
now
have a
we
spell
have-
left. Because that was,
was
my
that an action or
I think so. I don't think it's a bonus action.
well, if you've got a bonus action, you can use that.
To cast. Shit. Where did it go? There it is. As an action, yeah. So I'm going to cast mass healing word just to bump
Yes.
everybody up, even if it's not a super great spell. And it's up
It's
to 6
awesome.
creatures, so everybody gets plus spell casting ability modifier. So everybody gets 8 HP.
Ooh.
Nice.
Ooh.
It's like 3
Almost
more
back.
hits I can take.
What was the range on it?
60 feet.
Shit. It is 60 feet.
Yeah, you can get Salir as well with 60 feet.
Damn it. Die, barbarian. No.
And obviously, you all feel the healing warmth of Mara's words.
There's a scattering of bone and a healing.
Yes, it is. It's a dash of chalk on your face, and then a little Cyric, it is you. So the two zombies in front of you have just disintegrated with Mara's divine presence behind you, and one of Alton's. There's only one zombie close to you, and then the other armoured undead that Salir is attacking. And you obviously know that the other hag is there as well.
Wonderful. I think that just seeing these guys evaporate in front of me, Cyric will smile and just shout out, "Thanks, Mara," and he will turn his attention to the other hag, and once again attempt to hit her with some Eldritch Blasts.
Yeah, that's fine.
A crit and an 18 to hit.
Jesus Christ!
Yes.
At least, yeah. So, both of those hit her. As she recoils in pain.
Oh, the little man.
The little man.
Oh,
Never seen him
kitty
before.
winks.
Such a cute.
Why is he looking at us in disgust?
Yeah.
Stupid.
And we hear softly Imro say, "Get out of here, you fucking bastard."
No.
Calm down, Ted.
Yeah.
I'm not going to hear you.
So the two Eldritch Blasts strike the hag, and it is looking pretty rough.
That warms my
That
heart.
was very, very, very cute. We guest star there at Emeros. So
Yeah.
very
Yeah. Now I feel the urge to get children myself.
You melted the DM's icy heart.
Yes.
Did I mention he is an icy heart?
Icy.
But your two Eldritch Blasts have done a considerable amount of damage to the hag, and you know it was already quite badly injured when it scuttled off. So
Cyric is the real MVP. Like,
Cyric MVP,
I'm also the-
absolutely.
I'm also the reason we're in this mess.
True.
So, you know,
the snake giveth and the snake taketh away.
I told
By
him to
Slytherin.
throw the fireball, so yeah, I am. I think I'm to blame for everything.
Not at all.
Do you want to do any movement or any?
Yeah, I suppose I'll just walk away from the zombies close to. That's the closest to me. Just one, 5 feet. Just take a side step.
Yeah, that's fine. You're not actually in melee, so it's not going to get a reaction attack against you. It's only engaged with Alton, so that's not a problem.
Yeah.
Not for you.
Oh well. Yeah, then that will be all I will do this turn.
Okay. Mr. Dread Warrior is going to attack Salir.
Yep. At advantage. Just gotta say that.
Well, I got a 19 on the first roll. It didn't crit you three turns in a row. Only got 14 there. But
That's a shame.
He shakes his sword. What's wrong with you?
But it did roll max damage on his damage roll this time. So
this
that's
time.
10 slashing damage, half to 5 as you are in DC.
Almost more than both crits combined.
Nice.
Yeah, I know. It is.
Don't rely on the crit.
That is all that he is going to be doing. So, Alton, you are... Again, as the same with Cyric, you have felt Mara's divine presence wash over you, destroy 3/4 of the zombies in front of you.
I saw her divine...
And healing you into the boot.
Yeah, and I saw her divine linebackers take out loads of zombies. Yeah. All right. I will attack. There's one zombie who's still in melee, right?
There's one zombie that's you're in your melee range, yeah.
Well, I'll take the sword again and strike true, hopefully. It's plus 5. It's 17.
5, yeah.
17 to hit.
Oh yeah, absolutely. They're just flesh bags, and they're very easy to hit.
Okay. That's a full damage, so 6 plus 2, 8. And I'll try and take his other arm if I can.
Well, this is one of the ones that you took its arm off is dead, so this one still has both arms. So
Not anymore, he doesn't. I'm going to take his right arm because chances are that's what he writes with, because I imagine he does, gothic poetry and such.
Yeah, absolutely. he definitely has a Dear Diary back.
Dear diary, thought about brains all day again.
I think I have a brain addiction.
Oh dear.
DMA's us.
Not at all. Any bonus action? Any movement?
Well, he's still up, I presume.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
He's not even bloodied. He's still looking pretty roasty toasty.
So I have this Zombro right here. Where from looking at him is Willa?
From so that's back to front. So looking at him, Willa is about 45 feet to your left.
Okay, I can deal with that. I'll stay where I am.
That's fine.
Yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Sleer, it's back to you. I think you're going to have another couple of reckless swings with your big ass axe.
You know how I do.
How I do?
21 to hit.
Yep, that definitely is.
Oh no, I might miss. 12.
Oh no, 12 misses. Absolutely misses.
How is that possible?
How is this possible?
I've never seen it below a 20. Oh my god, I rolled minimum damage.
Sadir has a crisis of faith. He doesn't even know who he is anymore. He
Okay, so
multiclasses as a wizard.
only 8 damage.
Okay.
What am I doing with my life? If I can't hit with over 10 damage, where am I?
Sadir finds God.
Salir's gonna go and retire after this adventure. He's done adventuring. I'm gonna make a new character right now. Don't mind me.
Do you do any bonus action? Any movement?
Can I bonus action just like
Probably.
look at the hag?
Have an existential
Yeah,
crisis.
I'm gonna bonus
Absolutely, yeah.
action my existential crisis. Perfect.
Sorry, were you actually going to say something there?
Just have No, that's it. That's all I got. I'm gonna have an existential crisis.
Barbarian tears.
Barbarian tears.
Remember, they have healing qualities.
Are they like unicorns? What?
They are. They're very rare.
A bunch of Rush barbarians crying on each other to heal each other's wounds.
That's weird.
Yeah.
Right.
Welcome to the Forgotten Realms.
Our Willow Wormtongue. And you see her take another potion vial out of her horrible, filthy robes. This.
She went up there and filled every vial she could find.
No, she had a few of them on her anyway. This seems to be a red potion from what you can see.
That's not good.
It almost seems to be, it's almost like clear liquid with a small red bead in the middle that keeps sort of pulsing in and out. But when she drinks it, she starts to grow in size. And is
It's
now
a head on the ceiling.
yeah, she's sort of crouched over, but you reckon she's some 12 feet tall now.
Holy shit.
And
Well, it was a nice adventuring with you guys. It's
Yeah.
been a fun 10 months.
Yeah. I mean, I added a bunch of new stuff tomorrow, but it's good to know that will never be used.
Yeah.
and she starts walking towards you, Alton.
Of course.
She only gets within 15 feet of you though, so she can't do anything else.
Hags are not undead, are they?
No.
And although she's quite big, she's still not a giant before anyone else.
You were going to get the question.
Sorry, viewers, this is an ongoing joke because Salir's axe gives him penalties to hit against giant kind time. Every creature they meet, I am asked whether it is a giant. So I'm now preempting the questions.
Listen, you should have seen my other campaign when I was a cleric where I asked everything if it was a plant-based creature for blight.
No. So she can't actually attack you. So that's fine. Well, fine for you.
Good for me, yes.
One zombie attack on Alton only rolls a 10.
No.
So again, the arm stump sort of jabs out and sort of stops short. There's another splattering of gore, of rotting gore. But
Alton's doing his best to stick and move.
then it's Mara again. So there's still one undead close to you. And another one that's not so far away. But you do now sort of... You probably, because you're a wee bit up the tunnel, you probably don't see this, but you heard the heavy footfalls and some large creature that you've never particularly seen before is just round the corner from you.
Yeah. How close is the nearest undead to me?
Oh, the zombie's only like sort of 15 feet in front of you.
Right. So we are going to cast let's see, yeah. Spirit Guardians.
Ooh, they're good.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
If nothing else, it limits movements.
It's one of my
Zombies
faves.
have very terrible movement, so we will fucking call out all their movement.
What saving throw do I need to make for the zombie?
At the start of their turn, you'll make a wisdom saving throw.
All right, okay, so it's just on their turn, so it'll be a while.
Yeah,
That's fine.
Let's start. Let's see. The creature enters the area for the first time or on a turn, or it starts its turn there. Yeah.
That's fine. So the start.
That'll be my action.
Mm-hmm.
And as far as I remember, none of my domain things give me anything for a bonus.
Not combat things, anyway.
Yeah. And that uses up my last third level spell, so I can't cast Mass Cure Wounds. And that, I think, will be my turn.
Right. That is fine. Cranny gets still a moth, even after Alton getting quite a few hits. Cyric, so you've seen this hag that you blasted last turn, like, just grow in size, and it's now looming over Alton. It's about 20 feet away from you.
I need you, buddy. I need you, buddy.
And there's the zombie in between the two of you.
I'll shoot once at the zombie and one time at the hag then.
Okay, that's fine.
Like a double pistol, one each direction.
Yeah. So the first one I'll aim at the zombie, the other one at the hag.
Right, that's fine. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's a 24 for the zombie and a nat 1 for the hag. Okay.
Yeah.
So I think the size of the hag just manages to put you off. You're just sort of shocked by its appearance, and your beam just zooms over its shoulder. The zombie takes the blast full center chest, and you can see a big sort of burned blister, the blister. This horrible burning stench of burnt flesh and hair. This whole area is just not very nice to be in at all now. Not that it ever was.
Yeah.
Anymore. Everything you do, you think this place cannot be any worse, but
It is.
round after round, you
Yeah.
manage to make it more and more unpleasant to be.
Somehow it gets worse.
It's a bad time.
Yeah, exactly.
Damn it.
But it absorbs that. It absorbs that, and it's not knocked out.
I'll take a few steps away from the hag then, so I suppose I'll move.
That's fine.
Like 3
I don't know if
creeping
it's-
steps.
Yeah, yes, I don't know, 15 feet maybe.
Bloop, 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 bloop. Yeah, that's fine. So you're now like 35 feet away from it. It's not a problem
Yeah, right.
at all. Our Dread Warrior is going to swipe at Slayer, but only gets a 10, so it misses.
He has advantage.
He has
sorry,
advantage.
sorry, did. Very good. Yeah, I'll give you inspiration because you've reminded me.
Nice.
You've reminded me 3 times about that.
I-
It's very fair.
I like being honest about when I screw myself
Well,
up.
and it worked because I rolled a 7 and a 2 on the 2 dice, so you're fine.
Karma.
Yeah, exactly. It's good karma. It's just funny because it's usually your job to taunt me. That's superb. So, Alton, you now have a 12-foot tall hag looming over you, taking
Yeah.
great.
It's pretty
You
hot.
can tell she's fixated on you. There's nobody else in this room.
Anton blows her a kiss. No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Come on, though.
She eyes back at you.
Oh, blah, blah, blah. Right. Okay. So Alton sort of looks at his short sword and he's just like, it's not really doing much with it. So he grabs his wand of magic missiles, which is sort of like a buckled old piece of twig bark. And it is buckled. It doesn't look like a clean wand in the world of D&D. It looks like a not too good one.
Yeah, it's like someone knows what a wand of magic missiles should do and has just had a go themselves with taking that plastic and some.
Yeah, it's exactly. It's like I know what a guitar looks like. Never made one, but this would look like it if I tried. So I will expend 2 charges into the hag, which is, I believe, magic missile. I don't have in front of me, actually.
Oh, bear with me. I can bring it up for you.
Yeah, if you don't mind. I believe it's 3d4 plus I can add a 1d4 for the second charge, I think.
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. Okay. And is that plus anything or is it just flat?
It's +1 to each dice.
Okay.
The reason it does it like that is because you
3.
could send it at 4 separate targets if you want to, but they're auto hits.
5, 9, 12 plus 4, 16. So, a load of balls of fire, essentially, small little balls of fire. Hit her. Alton will move his entire movement away.
Okay. Sorry, what was the total damage? I missed that.
16. Sorry, 16 total.
That's fine. That tears into her.
Good.
You think she is incredibly rough.
Who
I was like, did I hit it with an axe before?
who has been going after me thus far?
Celir.
Celir. I look to Celir. We need to get her.
Oh. Okay.
There you go. I've done my part. I've done my part.
Did you say you moved away?
Yes.
Right, so the zombie gets an attack of opportunity.
Did the zombie not just get exploded by
One survived.
It took the Eldritch Blast.
Okay, so the chestless zombie. That's actually fine. I still do.
You still move it, right?
Yeah.
That's fine. It only rolls a 10, so it swipes at you, and it's still not got used to the fact that it's only got half of one of its arms.
So sad about it.
It's just loose. Woo.
Every time it swings, it looks at its arm. It's like,
No.
It is filled with a deep sense of ennui. And you move away, and Celir, it is you. So you're 25, so that you're 40 feet away from the hag now.
me or him?
That was Alton. You
How far am I?
are about 50 or 60 feet away from the hag.
Well, the hag was 15 feet away from me. I moved 20, 35.
Yeah, there.
Yeah, cool. I didn't. Oh, sorry. I thought
Within
you said,
range.
thought you said 25. Sorry.
Oh no, but it's not in range of me. Is the thing. I
Cool.
need to be in range of it.
No, you would have to use your dash action to get within melee of the hag.
It's disappointing.
Kevin Sorbo.
Okay, I'm gonna do the classic Celir move, where first I'm gonna hit this zombie with my axe.
That is classic.
It's gonna become a thing. I might miss. Does a 15 hit?
Oh, it's the Dread Warrior. No, that does not. So it
Ooh.
managed to bring its shield up and deflect your blow.
Oh yeah, he's armored. I was wondering why. And then,
Chainmail and shield.
in the secondary classic Cillier move, he's going to spin around and axe chuck his axe at the
Ah!
No.
Do it! Do it! Look at the DM.
You can no, I'm just thinking. You can absolutely do that, but you have disadvantage.
Do hags have?
Can I do it
teleport-
recklessly?
If you're doing it recklessly, it's a straight roll.
Good enough.
Do
And
hags
if I
have,
miss, I will use my inspiration. I will say that now.
No,
so
no,
that
no.
don't-
You have to use your inspiration or not.
Okay.
You can't
Use
give
it.
yourself Double.
Oh,
Can't
right.
give yourself double advantage. So
No,
your
no,
inspiration
now's the
will
time.
have no effect.
So inspiration won't work right now.
No, because you've already got
Right,
You've already
'cause I
got the
already have
reckless.
advantage.
You can't.
Got
They
it.
can't layer those. So
Right.
don't waste it.
I'm gonna check my axe. Let's do it.
Do hags have teleportation?
Probably.
That's either a 1
Don't-
or a 20.
Yeah.
There's nothing in between.
Yeah.
No. Does
No.
a 7 hit?
A 7,
Ah.
right? No, a 7 does not hit the gigantic hag.
What does a 7 hit? Where does this axe
Yeah.
go?
Does Marlin's concentration of
Is-
the axe hit her?
Is there a goblin in here somehow that wants to take the axe away?
The axe
don't let-
goblin.
I don't learn my
Teleports
lesson ever.
I
See, but here's the thing. It'd be really cool if I hit it.
Well, I know it'd be really cool, but you did,
Yeah.
so it's
Yeah. Yeah.
not. Let's see what happens to your axe.
Ooh.
Oh no!
Oh,
yeah.
Again.
I think the hag it just sort of ducks and it goes up and it sticks in the ceiling, and as a reaction, you see her gesture and some vines come and it sort of seems to get pulled up into the ceiling.
You just can't hold on to that axe.
I don't need it.
Okay.
We should bury it
We
here.
don't need it.
At which point does Muradin actually come down and strangle him?
Eventually.
There will come a point where it's like two giant dwarven hands just crushing his neck.
Eventually.
Garvin might have punched him if he was here.
That's why I
Any
don't do it
bonus
when Garvin's
action or
around.
movement that you want to do?
Yeah, I will take the attack of opportunity and leave towards the hag.
Oh, it's crit you again.
Yep.
Aww.
I love him. I love him so much. You know, when it rains, it pours.
Can I cutting words a crit?
No,
Okay.
because a crit just auto hits.
Okay.
Even if Cillier had 40 AC, a crit always hits.
I hear you.
Yeah,
that would be overpowered.
And besides, what's his AC?
5, 4, 9 plus 2 is 11 damage, so half to 5.
I mean, it's not bad. It's not bad.
No,
No,
I mean,
they don't have huge damage.
Yeah.
Mm.
plus he gets to keep his rage. So
Yeah, which is good.
So,
I run 40 feet towards the hag.
okay,
Nice.
so you and Alton are about side by side now. In that case,
hello, hello, friend.
Meaning,
The hag does move 30 feet forward, so
you.
it's 5 feet away from you.
Oh.
does she
However,
walk into a certain place?
Oh, she does. Yes, that's right. So that was at a wisdom.
Wisdom.
Death
Okay,
by
so-
AOE.
A certain place.
She rolled a 16.
Motherfucker.
Plus
Well,
2.
it is.
So
16.
she gets an 18 on her saving throw.
Damn it.
On a failed
Half
save.
damage.
Does she get half damage on a failed save?
Yeah.
But their movement
That's-
isn't slowed.
Yes.
Can I
Let's
use
see.
cutting words on that?
I mean, I don't know.
I don't either.
I'm
Cutting
not
words
sure if
saving
cutting words
throws?
works on. I don't think it does on
I
saving.
think that would
That'd
be a lot. Yeah.
That'd be way too powerful.
Hold on. Yeah,
Wait.
yeah. You.
Okay, so
Go ahead.
All I'm saying is read it because I don't
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
know the
yeah.
answer to it. I suspect not, but I don't know.
oh, come on, let this be good, because that first one,
Yeah. It's a
that
sorry,
first one was beautiful.
attack roll, ability check, or damage roll.
Right, so not saving.
Oh,
throws.
motherfucker. So that's 16, half.
Well, that's okay. How do you
Half.
want to do this? 'Cause she only had She only had 2 hit points.
Oh. So, because is she running? Essentially, she's trying to get past Mara or something, right?
Yeah, so she's going to be running past the edge of the tunnel that you're still slightly tucked at. Her focus is she's just like, I need to attack Alton because I want my sister back.
Yeah.
So that's why Alton was getting focused all the time. That was all she was cared about.
As she's running forward, it's almost like these translucent, like this time she summoned these translucent spirit guardians, as they all seem to be heavily armored in like golden armor, but they have wounds into their armor and they have shield and swords. And it's almost like when she's charging through, more of them seems to appear, hop on her, and all are stabbing, like they're all attacking a giant monster, which she is. So like they're hopping onto her and stabbing and cutting at her legs, and then finally you see one of them hop up, grab her by like the eyeball off.
Nice.
It's one of the perfect failures.
And then as it sort of comes up and holds its head up, you see like her body shrivel back down to its ordinary size, and lying on the ground in an ever protracting pool of blood.
I think 5 feet from the body, Alta's just covered in blood.
Yeah. That was lucky as well, because she had because after she cast Enlarge, she had a 10-foot range, so she was going to attack.
I was going to get murdered. I was dead. Would have been damn close.
Yeah. Anyway,
the guy throws the head, and as it flies through, it moves through the square, and another attacks the head.
So it is still a couple of
Things.
minor opponents left. The zombie is just going to attack because its controlling power is no longer there. It's just going to attack the closest thing, which is you, Mara.
Wisdom save that zombie.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, wisdom save the zombie as well. That is a 14, so it takes the damage. So roll the damage again.
Yes. Let's see.
Mrs.
18
Clearwater.
damage. 18 damage.
Right. So
Radiant damage.
means
It's radiant damage. It doesn't make con saves.
Yeah.
unless the damage is radiant. Yeah, that's right. So it does. So it is dead. It just I take it evaporates in the same dust-like pattern.
Thanos.
Yeah.
He doesn't feel good.
The two other warriors, like, shield slams him into oblivion. But she kind of just stands there. Well done.
There's one more. There's still one more.
And it's your turn, and there's one of these others. If you move out into use 5 feet of your movement, there's one of these warriors that's about 40 feet away.
She'll do that. And I guess I'll just roll damage since he entered into her square.
Who did?
Is that how it works?
No, it's your turn. So
it's your turn. Not. He's not coming towards you. You're next in the initiative order.
On a turn. Let's see. And when a creature enters the area for the first time on a turn.
When
nothing has entered it though. That's what I'm trying to say.
But if I move forward, he has entered it.
No. You've entered him into it.
Nice.
Oh, right then. Then Mara will move forward, and she'll cast Turn Undead again. Again,
how many times can you do that a turn?
I think it's Wisdom modifier plus caster level.
It's how many channel divinities you have, which is like 2 or 1.
Let's see.
I imagine it might be 1. I think.
Channel divinity. Well, I mean, you might have 2.
I think it might be 2. But, I just want to double check.
Yeah, you have 2 channel divinities by now.
Okay.
At 6th level, you get 2 of them.
Right, then she'll use instead.
No, you still have used one, so you can still use that.
Yeah, but we can still keep one around.
Yeah.
She'll use Sacred Flame on him.
Nice.
Okay, that's fine.
So that's. Let's see. Yeah,
that's a saving throw.
He makes a saving dexterity. Saving throw.
Dexterity.
Yep.
Yeah, he rolled an 8, so that's a failure.
3 damage.
Okay.
That's 2d8, by the way.
Whoa, 1 and a 2 on the die.
I think so, anyway. I think it's at 8.
Yeah, it's 2d8.
2d8, yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, so that doesn't take it out.
Yeah.
I'm afraid. Any bonus action or any extra movement you want?
I mean, she's only moved to put him into the square. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, that's fine. Sirik.
Yes. Well, only one left. So same old, same old.
Yeah.
The classic.
Yeah.
Full Iron Man.
The ACDC strikes up.
Another crit.
Come on, get him,
Solo.
Sirik. Get him, Sirik.
You know.
Let's see. Let's see.
I'm just checking whether. No, a crit means that they don't get their undead fortitude. So how does it? What does it look like when you melt this with your laser beams?
I think the first one will just be just evaporating his head. You know, the only way to kill a zombie is to take its head. So, and the second one will just blow a hole in his chest.
That's cool. It was the first one that actually did it. So you're just sort of sitting charred,
Yeah, just making sure,
melting the corpse as it sort of hits the deck. Yeah, and
that's good.
for the first time in a long time, we are out of initiative.
Yes.
Oh, Jesus.
I would like to retrieve my axe.
I would like to.
Isn't it? Oh, wait.
Alton's going to
In
head
the
up.
dirt.
Wait, what? No, it was taken
Didn't
by the trees.
Didn't steal it. Yeah, I just set up a bit there.
I was about to say that what I should have said is that when the hag was killed, they all sort of withered back and the axe actually fell.
Did it come down and fall in the hag again? I think Alton's.
So you can go and retrieve the edge quite easily.
Perfect.
Alton's going to go check out Willa's corpse and do a general what kind of magic is here test.
Okay. Roll me an investigation.
Okay. What are we? Hold on, sorry. Investigation +6. 21.
Okay. On her body, you find another one of those red potions that she took that obviously enlarged her.
I take it and I hold it out towards Celir. And I keep looking.
So it's basically, that's a potion of growth that basically gives the enlarge effect from the enlarge reduce spell for up to 1d4 hours.
Oh, it's awesome.
Sweet.
Yeah.
You also see a spell scroll.
Ooh. Yoink.
And that's all that she has on her body.
Okay. No money. Hags don't got cash, no?
I mean,
But the other thing that, without making you roll anything, this is their house, so they may not carry everything that they have on them. Because,
Sure.
I don't carry my wallet in my house, so.
Yeah, neither do I.
Yeah, I leave mine outside.
Yeah. So I will take the spell scroll too. I probably won't be able to decipher what that is for a while, I guess. I don't know how you would go about that, or
I will happily let you roll an Arcana check, but it will be quite a
high DC.
Well, it might not be. Yeah, well, maybe or may not be. Roll it. Let's see what the number is. And roll.
Okay, it's a total of 19.
Okay. What you think is, you can't discern exactly what this is, but you think it is magic more of Mara's type than what you usually use yourself.
Okay.
Fine.
Okay. Well, I figure it's divine. And I see her carrying her 18 holy symbols in the corner, going with all her linebackers around the place. And I say, Miss Mara, I think this is more suited to you. And then he'll hand out the scroll towards her.
Okay, thank you, Alton.
Okay, no problem.
Elton,
Yes?
do we want to deal with the moth?
Yes, I need you, and I need you to get me outside.
Alright, that will work. Do we want to deal with inside first? Look around? Or is it just you and me that then they can look around?
I think we should all stick together. We've cleared all the major threats. We should have a moment to actually look around.
I agree with Mara.
Alright, we can wait a little bit then.
Yeah. Oh no. Dunbro is hearing voices again.
Welcome back.
Yeah, sorry about that. Someone is talking.
Don't worry.
So
Well,
what were you planning to do then?
I was muted on the stream, by the way, when I did that.
what do I roll to guesstimate how much time we have left on the spell?
On my spell?
Yeah.
Well, you don't know anything about
Yeah.
that spell. You're not magical.
You're right.
So
I know nothing.
It's
I know.
literally impossible for Salir to know that.
How long is that thing a moth?
I've been paying attention to how long it's been being a moth.
But how long is that thing a moth?
How long is that thing a moth, Squid?
So that's what he's thinking. You know that it lasts an hour. That's how
No,
long the spell is for
yeah.
concentration. And
How long has it
it's
been?
only. I mean, we've had like 20 rounds of combat, so we're talking like
A couple of minutes.
2-3 minutes.
We have like
There's
the
at
guts of
least-
an hour.
Yes,
Still.
you still have the gut. You still have the guts of the hour. Yeah.
We have time, as long as I am not... I'm allowed to continue to concentrate.
Alright.
She should stay in the jar like a good moth.
It will be fine then.
can't
Let
we
us-
just kill them off?
No,
No.
No?
no. She will return in her past form, which is why we need to deal with her,
Well, let's
Yeah.
do it outside of this
Yeah.
egg hole.
Well, I can't do it anywhere else, so...
Oh,
Like-
alright then.
Mara will look obviously very tired, and like she's so tired that the stress of the environment at the moment doesn't affect her anymore. I just need to go and pick up the rest of the holy symbols. If we find any treasure, that's it.
Yeah, well, you might as well check the room while you're there, I suppose. But we don't
Sure.
know that we're absolutely alone either, Mara. Maybe stay with the group.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's what I'm thinking. If everybody wants to come with me, or do we want to look at some other room first?
We loot the room.
We loot this room.
The
Well,
Well, you
intersection-
remember when you came through here, you've already think there's nothing of worth in this room
Oh.
that you've had this fight in.
I'm
There,
gonna peek
there are
down the
two
hall.
rooms that you've not investigated. There's the hag's inner sanctum, which those of you with intelligence would know there's a good chance of things to be there,
Yeah.
and also this
Dread Warrior.
what I've got the
cave.
Dread Warrior Cave, because you can see the cobwebs from that passage have now been broken because that's where they came from.
Yeah, okay.
We're right by the Dread Warrior Cave.
You're
Yeah.
right next to
So
it. Yeah,
let's
check
just
that out.
we'll go in there and have a look first.
Okay.
And then we also need to check out the centipede room a little bit because we didn't check if there's anything else in there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, there's
What-
probably more centipedes is the problem, but
Question: what about the Dread Warriors themselves?
Oh, we killed them.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
they have serviceable chainmail shields, and there's 2 axes and a longsword on them.
okay.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, just
They don't have any jewelry or coin or anything on them if you search them. But yeah, I mean, you don't think you'll get full value for anything because it's a little bit pitted and rusted, but they are also not without value. You'll get something for them. Mara, if she uses her powers, will probably know that you'll get about sort of 2/3 of their normal value if you sold them to an armorer or somebody like that. In the Dread Warrior Cave, this cavern is much more carefully built than the rest, almost as though this might have been a barrow or something that the rest of the tunnels just accidentally opened onto.
Ooh.
It is stone built, all the walls, it's very exact, but there are piles and piles of humanoid skulls and rusted weapons around all of the walls. The walls themselves have 6 niches in them, all of which are empty, but it's not too much of a jump to think that this is where the Dread Warriors used to be. And the piles of skeleton bones may be other ones that have been there. Give me an investigation check.
Anyone or everyone?
I'm with Salir anyway in that room, so
Up to 2 people or 1 person with advantage, depending on how you want to do it.
okay. I rolled good, so 20.
Okay.
Go ahead. What you get, Salir?
22.
22 as well.
Hey!
We are in sync.
Amongst you, you find, you're going through all these rusted things, and you find there's a small pile of gold heaped in the western wall. It's obviously as though these bodies that someone has been looting them and just chucking the coins in the corner because they weren't of value to whoever had been looking. And over time, there's about 100 gold there.
All right.
None of the weapons and armors are serviceable. You don't think you would get any money for any of them that would actually be worth your while to take. But one thing that you do find in another pile of things with your investigation checks is 2 things. One, you find a prosthetic hook hand that is quite obviously made of solid silver.
Ooh.
And inside the eye socket of one of the skulls, there is a small golden spherical gem, roughly the size of a human eyeball. May very well be that the person lost an eye in life and was using this as a false eye.
That'd be the coolest false eye.
Yeah. We shall add that one under cash items. What type of... it was a gem, you said?
We'll have to get
it's
it.
a
figured
small
out later.
golden spherical gem.
Probably topaz.
Yeah.
Any magic?
There's no magic anything from any of these items, no.
Cool. Then I guess we'll pick up the others and go into the hag hole within the hag hole.
Yes. So, go back to the hag room, and if you want to roll your investigation checks as well.
I guess I'll roll one since...
Yeah, that's fine.
I got a 23.
Okay.
I got a
Salir?
16 this time.
Right, so Salir, you do the first things, and you find a cache at the back of the onyx plinth, a wee chest, and it has... Sorry for you, Mark. They've moved on to the back to the hag den, and Mara and Salir are sort of taking over the investigation here. So you find a wee chest at the back of the onyx plinth. And in that, you open up, there's 8 gems inside. There's 2 each of tiger's eyes. There's 2 each of some lapis lazuli, 2 each of onyx, and 2 each of jade. You also find another of these red potions that Alton gave you.
Okay.
And another scroll that is similar to the one that Alton had found as well.
What was the thing before the scroll?
Potion.
It is a potion of growth. Yeah.
Okay.
You also have 2 sort of round ointment jars. And there seems to be some sort of thick paste inside it. Both of the jars seem to be sealed and unused and are about half a pound in weight each.
Okay.
That's what you find. Mara, you're focusing on the other bits of the room. You look at these shelves that were niched, and what you see in there is that these knickknacks that you saw sort of glanced at before, most of them seem to be human bones that there has been scrimshaw etched on them. Various scenes of hags burning people, torturing people, copulating with slaves and people tied up. Really horrible things. Strangely enough, if you just focus on the actual scrimshaw, it's actually quite technical and fairly skilled done. But what it portrays is horrible and evil.
Well done. Terrible, but well done.
Now, the other thing that you find with your higher roll is you find another wee niche that obviously was the personal stash of one of the hags. And you find a single gold coin that is about 3 times the normal size of a normal gold coin, as a beautiful etching of some ancient king you don't recognize on one side that you can see. And next to it, there is a small rectangular box, scarred and scraped, made of leather of some sort. It's obviously very old and has been cared for, as although its surface is marked and scraped, it's been polished. So those bits that are untarnished are very, very shiny.
I'm guessing that the box is locked then.
I mean, it's just a wee leather thing with a strap and a buckle. There doesn't seem to be any lock on it. You could just unbuckle it.
I'll unbuckle it.
Okay.
I sense no danger.
When you open the top of it and look down, seems to be playing cards or something like that that's inside.
Mara will look at it. The hell was a two hags? And she will kind of look out into the others. Do hags play cards?
I don't know.
Touch it.
I love it.
Sorry, that's me.
Space.
Sorry, that's me. That's me out of character.
Will not
Touch it.
meta this.
Touch it. Pull a card.
Mara looks down at the card. Like she'll pick up the entire deck and look at it.
Out of the box.
Yeah, she just draws the entire, picks up the entire
Oh
deck.
my god.
Can I run?
She's not drawing the entire deck, she's just picking it up.
For those
you drew
hold on,
the deck from the box.
For those of
she
you,
doesn't know the
hold
difference.
on. For those of you watching, just Google search "deck of many things." That's all.
Yeah, watch pictures of horror. How many cards are in the deck?
Are you sifting through them?
No, I'm asking how many cards. I picked them up.
You can't just tell by looking.
You can't? You can't just look.
Bear with me before you go on, because I'm not so much that I'm going to allow you to draw an entire deck of many things.
No, she's just picking it up.
Stupid.
Oh.
No, for you, Mara, Terror, as the player,
Yeah.
drawing a deck of many things, taking it out of the box is drawing. So if you take all of the cards out of the box, you are drawing the entire deck of many things.
Oh.
Maybe
And
there's.
I don't want to meta this too much.
Just can I give a bit of advice? Maybe bit of safety net. Just maybe there's just one card in the box.
No, I don't want to.
God damn it!
It's a full deck.
Christ.
So I think what we'll say is that before you do that, I'll describe them more, and it'll be more for Mara. So you can see that there are 13 cards inside it,
Okay.
and they do seem to be not just basic playing cards that are usually made of paper or something like that. They they're much thicker than normal, because usually if it was a deck of cards, you'd expect there to be, what is it, 30 cards or something for a playing set. They're very stiff and seem to be made of ivory or something like that.
Oh God.
So that you can. So it would have made Mara probably a little bit more cautious. That just
because I just heard trading cards, not trading cards, playing cards. It was like
no, Mara starts playing Magic the Gathering.
I'll join it.
She starts top decking.
Mara sits there reading the rules. What the fuck am I doing? Can I roll something then to figure out something with this deck, seeing as it's kind of expensive looking? you either you make an expensive deck because you're a high level player of something, or you're an idiot. Like people who buy like decks of solid gold or something.
Well, yeah.
Because now that it's expensive, I could roll figure out the value of this item. But that's not a roll then, on the other hand. It's just, I know the rarity.
That's knowing. I think that appraisal thing means that you need to know what it is. I think if you roll that, you'll just base it as cards, 13 cards. It doesn't allow you to know, this is a legendary rare item that's worth, it's not like that.
Or like Dan said, you've activated my trap card. Yugi boy.
I am going to do the ritual identify on this.
Ooh, good idea.
Do you have a pearl?
Do you have 10 minutes?
Is it 10 minutes for I thought it was an hour.
For all rituals, it's 10 minutes.
For rituals, 10 minutes plus the normal casting time of the spell.
But do you have a pearl?
I think we do. In the bag of holding. We have. Let me actually look.
Things like this you need to specifically buy, such as diamonds for resurrection.
It's one of these things. I know I metagame that a little bit, but I actually think, and no offense, Terror, Mara's actually more intelligent than you in these aspects.
Yeah, no offense taken. No offense taken. Most people are.
Listen to your character.
Yeah.
Yeah, listen to your character.
What is she saying to you?
We were all ready. I was ready to I was like, Salir runs. Salir runs to the edge of the
one of the other things you did forget is that you have seen all these things. Mara would naturally be very, very suspicious of anything that you found in a hag's home.
Yeah. Now, Alton on the other hand.
Yeah. So
on the other hand, I really want to pull a card.
We don't actually have any pearls, so Mara will close it again.
Mm-hmm.
The leather strap.
See, Tim prevented me from pulling any cards.
Tim prevented, yeah, but that was Atlas as well, and I said 4 fucking times that I was going to pick one up.
Okay, all right, makes no sense to anybody.
Come on. Let's not get involved in something else.
Yeah, so she puts it back into the bag of holding then, to figure it out later. Because it looks like a very expensive item.
Yes. That's one thing you do know. It looks, as I say, expensive.
Yeah. Rectangular box. Old magical deck is in the bag of holding. Right. How many?
Did you pick up the large gold coin as well?
Yeah, I put it down as 3 times as large gold coin.
Well, on the back of it, there's also a stylized moon on the other thing. So, can I also ask you to make a wisdom check if you picked that up?
Wait,
oh no!
Moon on side. Yeah, but let's not be too worried about the wisdom. 23.
Okay, that's fine. This is a sliding scale thing. So, but you, Mara, gain the absolute and unshakable belief that this is the very first coin ever minted by humanity.
Whoa! Is Mara still? Is Mara drowning? Do we need to get her?
She will never leave this hole.
Yeah. I toss her one of those Coast Guard things.
Mara bites the head of a fish.
That is something that Mara will just believe from now on.
Yeah. Let's see.
Doesn't have any other effect. It doesn't have any other effect on you other than that.
It's so good that Mara got it.
Yes.
Mara will not put this in the bag of holding. She will basically put it inside her underwear.
You are still wearing your pajamas, so...
So she just puts it in her pocket then.
Yeah.
Well, kind of, yeah.
Oh.
She's
okay, never mind.
Because this might be a bit too valuable for anybody to even see, so... But we'll wait on this.
That's fine.
I mean, she doesn't even need to roll she doesn't even need to do the thing to find out the monetary value of this coin.
No, you just think it is absolutely priceless.
Priceless.
There is not a figure of money that you can imagine that is that
Oh,
is
man.
valued at.
Ah.
Joaquin's gonna be so stoked, you guys.
Oh my god, this is a relic in itself. Like, it might not have anything to do with Joaquin, just that it is makes it a relic.
Well, I'm not saying
Oh my
it is
God.
that, just that Mara thinks that.
Yeah, we know.
No, I get that. Yeah, totally. Oh my god, yes. I have
And
it.
as you said, Jabber, I am so glad Mara picked that up.
I'm so happy.
Oh my god, I'm become a high priest with this.
I'm also I'm 50% disappointed that you just didn't trigger all the cards for her.
Then we buy this just go Mara dies.
I know it's difficult sometimes because I'm not a fan of metagaming, but
No, in that
I
case,
don't-
it definitely makes sense that.
I don't think there's any point in, because that would have just killed everybody.
Yeah.
And it would be a really, really
I
shit
draw the
piece.
deck. Okay.
And I mean, and once the added detail, because you said it looks like a deck of cards, then you won't really think about it. But if it looks ornate, then you would take an extra step to go, why the fuck would somebody make a deck of cards special?
Mm,
Yeah,
mm.
they're made of ivory, so it's like gotta.
Yeah. Right. How many holy symbols did I pick up? Other than the coin, of course.
Well, you can just go and pick all of them up now, so you can have all of them. I'm just reading my notes. How many? It just says all I wrote was dozens. So let's say 3 dozen. Wee bit more. Let's say 40. You get 40 holy symbols
Holy shit!
that have all been defiled, scratched, and desecrated beyond recognition.
Yeah.
Hmm.
We're gonna fix them up.
Actually, like looking through this,
What about them now?
with only a 13 deck of cards, it's actually mostly positive.
Are we all together in this where the hags be?
If you wish to be.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I'd like to just do a general arcana. Where is the magic?
Do you have detect magic?
No.
Oh.
I have pretty high arcana though.
Somebody
Mara
has it as a ritual.
I
Only
mean,
Mara
if,
prepared it.
if you're very nice to Granny Greta when she pops out, I mean, she can cast Identify as a cantrip.
Oh,
She can do a lot of other things as well. So let's just forget that. Thanks, DM though. Thanks for your unbiased.
She's quite happy. She's having a short rest at the moment.
If you want Mara to use detect magic,
I hate you so much right now. I hate you so much right now. I love you really, but I hate you still. Okay. Yeah, so doing an arcana check, I rolled a natural 19 plus things plus...
Yeah, I mean,
Plus
as
6,
we've
so
talked about
25.
this, we've said before, it doesn't give you the
Nope.
Identify, but you can tell that both the coin and the brief vision you got it before Mara stuffed it in her knickers, and the cards are both incredibly magical.
I saw the cards.
yeah.
Well, I suspect you were there, and
Okay.
when Mara opened the top and sort of showed it to you. I know we didn't describe it like that, but you didn't say you were being secretive about it or anything.
no.
So
I even asked them, do hags play cards?
Yeah.
Okay. Alton will sort of walk slowly up by Mara. Mara? Will I be able to see those?
The what?
The cards, they appear to
The
be...
cards. Okay.
Can we end the
Sure.
session on a card pull?
Mara
mm.
opens the box, shows it to him. Do you know any magic to see what it is? Because, who the hell makes cards in ivory?
Will eggs do?
Do people not do that here?
Not that I've seen. Part of me wants to take the cards next to the axe. Ebony and ivory.
Oh,
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Haha! That's a
No more
Same
coffee
lame
for
reference. Let's keep going.
Yeah. Well,
Also, it is obsidian.
these are very magical. That's all I know. Which means
Magical.
they're probably worth money. Or
Hold
maybe
on.
they
I
might...
know nothing about the magic. Let's
Mhm.
meet tonight.
Yes, Celia.
See them.
Here you go, Celia. I don't have them actually, Marcel.
Mara, can I see them?
Well,
Uh-oh.
you said that they were magical.
Can't not smile.
Alton, how much time do we have left on your
Let me just. He takes out his a pocket watch that's all scuffed to pieces, and he opens it up, and it has tobacco all pushed into the top of it. And it's completely broken. But he's like, and he just starts stuffing a pipe. Approximately, Squid, will we have been investigating for maybe 10 minutes here, or
Yeah, say something.
so we'll say maybe half an hour has passed in total.
Yeah,
Alton?
not even that. I
Not
think
even.
Probably still got 40 minutes or something.
And he
like
sort
that
of
to go.
sort of sparks it up and closes it down. We need to get out of here anyway. So
Yeah, no, we need to leave.
stuffs his thing away, and
We'll deal with the cards when we check to see if the people at the camp are alive.
but there was a problem. How are we going to get out? The way we came in was blocked.
No, there was the hole in the trash room. We could dig.
Dig. He looks at his
Mara's-
tiny hands.
Mara and Sirik, you both know that what Alton is referring to was only an illusion.
Alton, are you very good with detecting magical things?
Mm-hmm.
Even illusions?
I'm the best, I would say. Smoking his pipe.
So Mara will look at the cards. Maybe they're not magical at all. Those were illusions, Alton. There are no blockades in the
Very
tunnels.
funny, Miss Mara.
I don't believe in illusions. Therefore, they do not work on me.
Yeah.
It is nonsense. Well, okay. So maybe was there magic put on them? Did you see through magic? Did I miss something?
Yeah.
Siricat. Yeah, and Siricat's into this. Sorry, yeah. That was just an illusion, Alton.
Starts rubbing his brow.
Well,
I'm so embarrassed, you know.
So we're free to leave?
We need to go now, actually, Celia.
Yeah, let's get out of here. Yeah,
And he puts his hands up for you to carry him.
yeah he grabs.
Yeah.
Daddy.
Okay, if Salir ends up dying, I definitely have to make another tall character because this isn't going to end.
Yeah, it's adorable.
Everywhere we go.
Yeah, Dan, get on that. So-
What about the other hag that was killed in this place?
Oh yeah, well she was
Yeah.
eviscerated, I believe, wasn't she, by the fireball? I think that was the
No.
that was the verbiage
Oh,
used.
okay.
So I don't know.
Oh, all right.
I don't know if
There's one
maybe.
more hag in here, though.
Yeah, there
Not
is.
this hag.
No, there's two dead and one still in.
We didn't loot the first dead one.
No, we didn't know.
Yeah, but what we're saying is she was just
Yeah.
obliterated.
The
right.
fireball hit her
There's
flush.
just a sort of splash of gore on the wall, and
You know,
a wee
that's-
mess of
it's-
sort of meat on the ground.
That's the trade-off with fireball. It's like, yeah.
Alright, we're gonna leave.
Yeah,
Let's get out of here.
we've looted
I
everything.
tuck Alton under my arm like a football and head on out.
Oh,
On the way out, Mara will cast Mend on one of the holy symbols.
Oh.
Okay.
It doesn't, as long as it isn't evil, it doesn't really matter what it is.
It's an evil one. It's a holy symbol of the devil.
Yeah, they're all evil. No.
holy, the seal of Tiamat.
I think
pockets.
that as we see the party sort of going up the ladders, I think that's probably quite a good place to end and then start the next. I know we're a wee bit early, but
Are you sure you don't want to see what Alton has to do? Because he might die.
oh well, okay, then we can do that. We can go outside. So that's
'Cause
fine. You
I'd
go
rather
back
that happen at the end of an episode.
Right. No, that's fine. That's why I always ask if everyone's okay. That's not a
Yeah.
problem at all. So you get up. There's nothing else upstairs. You know, do you go onto the veranda? Do you climb down onto in front of the hag hut again?
Actually, the veranda's like a balcony, right?
Yeah.
So there's open air at the top.
No, there is a wee sloping roof on.
Okay.
On
No, I
things
need-
above,
yeah,
so it's not open above.
Yeah, Alton will request that he can
Yeah,
see the air. So I guess we move through and out.
we go up front.
Yeah, I mean it's not fine. You just go down the ladder and then there's
In
plenty
the
of
front yard.
And you can put Alton down, or he will ask to be put down. And sort of lick his finger. Make some strange noises and internal calculations. He will drink a health potion, a regular potion. Which is
on the way out, can I drink from the pot again? The herbal medicine pot?
Yeah, you could do. I think there was another couple of charges in that.
Sweet. I'll just have a quick sip of that.
He dunks himself into it.
the potion of healing is 2d4 plus 2, isn't it?
2. Yep.
That's
Yeah,
correct.
so that is 3 plus 3 plus 2 is 8. So you
Give
get
myself a little boosty right there.
30. Okay.
No.
Alright, this could go very bad.
Let's deal with it.
He takes out the mason jar.
Whoa.
He looks at the moth inside.
I have my axe ready.
He will look to Cilir. How high can you throw me?
Judging by your weight, maybe 50 pounds. We could probably grab you by the ankles and do a spinning and then throw you upwards. If I stand on top of the hag's house, I could get even higher. 30 feet?
And he sort of looks down and starts doing calculations again.
I'll cast guidance to maybe help.
If I rage, maybe like 50.
Dang.
Then piss yourself off, and then Alton will
On the house, up on the roof of the house.
Yeah, but what do you want? Just tell me what you want me to do with you.
need you to throw me as high as you can.
Alright.
There is potential that that this goes horribly wrong. You might be faced with Greta.
It is fine.
Alternatively, this might go very right. Try to catch me, and then he awaits his launch. He has the mason jar.
It's not part of the deal, but I will do my best.
He has the mason jar in his hands.
Okay, I will carry Alton up. From the roof of the hag house, do I have open sky? Or is there like tree in the way? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll climb up to the top of the hag house. I will grab Alton. I will have Alton sit down on the ground. I will grab him by the ankles.
I can't do that.
I will then enter a rage and spin Mario style and chuck him into the sky.
Okay. You are flying through the air as a yet undetermined height.
You want to roll for something?
Wait, I want to know the whole thing before I decide what to get you to roll.
Okay. So when you reach that, and just before you start going down, Alton will cast Dimension Door, and he will blink with a puff of like pink, almost neon air, 500 feet straight up.
Holy shit!
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, he will get to he will get to the other side.
Yep.
And spike the mason jar, throwing it straight down.
Mm-hmm.
But if you destroy her in that form, doesn't she just return?
The
to
damage.
her?
The damage
Damage
carries.
The damage carries over.
Oh.
Which Alton would know.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
you get
this is where it could get sticky. So, depending on where you read, this rule is different. So I'm just going to say, I believe that he falls 500 feet at a very fast pace until he gets an action again. And if he does get an action, he will cast Featherfall. If he does
that's
not,
a reaction anyway. That's a reaction. You don't need an action to do that.
okay.
Sorry, what's a reaction?
Featherfall.
Featherfall's a reaction spell.
Either way, I've we'll see.
It's good. Do you remember when my rogue critted sneak attacking that orc?
Mm.
And there was like a typhoon of blood? It feels like that's gonna be the result here.
Yeah.
Depending on hags
Featherfall
don't
is a reaction, so that doesn't matter about
Actually, hags don't take falling damage.
Okay, so
So that is fine.
I don't think anything is immune to falling damage.
I was going to give her a short rest, but you've done it before the end of the hour, so she has not managed to recover anything. I have to say as well as this is only a quarter of the d6s I'm rolling, because that's a full 20 d6
It's 20,
damage.
yeah. And that's as high as it can possibly go.
Yeah.
okay.
Oh,
So
So that's 10, 14, 15.
neglecting air resistance and friction from the gravitational acceleration of a falling body, it gives us roughly 578 feet per round.
One.
Just under a round. So that's your terminal velocity. Okay, here's the basic rulings of D&D.
Hold on, yeah, we'll we won't bore everyone with the falling rule is the worst rule to kind of try and figure out. So
I guess as it goes down, because
Right,
we'll see.
So,
Bye, bitch.
what you see is, because Outland obviously does it, so you're right in the middle of the thing, and it goes too fast. There's no reaction or anything from the hag as it just splashes into a smear of blood.
the mason jar crashes down, smashes, and just gouts of blood come out of it.
Yes,
A hand's worth of blood
that's
comes out of a
basically
moth.
it. And there's not even any a sort of a recognizable body. It's just meat all over the place. It took 65 damage and it only had 18 hit points.
Did I do that?
Jesus.
64 damage because its moth form had one.
Yeah. And
I wish that my spirit guardians were here still. They would have applauded.
I imagine it's like the way that went in my head is he blinked up and sort of did the shot in Dragon Ball Z when they're going,
Yeah.
and that's what happened.
Yeah.
And then he sort of featherfalled himself, so he's probably still falling to earth for the next little few seconds, I guess.
A piece of
It
meat
says
comes up to his level.
Featherfall says
60.
you go 60 feet.
So I
it's
take
gonna
damage.
you like,
Yeah.
No, you wouldn't take. No, you wouldn't
Okay.
take damage.
Okay. Good.
Yeah.
Good. I have Celia anyway.
The whole point of it is so you don't take damage. But
I rocket myself forward.
Yes.
it'll take you what nine turns
rounds,
to
yeah.
get down.
We're
so
just standing down
Which is
here
good because
waiting.
it only lasts a minute.
Alan's like
Swiping gore of our faces, because I
Yeah.
imagine that's quite a splat.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Your PJs are gone.
and then I think we will end at that point unless Alton wants to have any particularly cool thing to say as he hits the ground.
Oh man, now you crap.
Or we could wait a whole week so you can think about it if you want.
Oh no, because then it won't be good, and you'd be
I
like, you had a
guess
whole
she-
week to do that.
I guess
Hag
she's
drop.
yeah. I guess she's hagged enough.
Wow.
Okay.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So
Thanks for joining us this week.
I apologize for terror.
no, if we apologize for terror, we just never be able to do anything.
No. Of course.
I think we just start that as a ticker tape.
we officially do not condone anything Terra says.
Yes.
Um,
Terror does not speak for anyone, not even himself at this point.
If
Yeah.
we didn't
And,
even have control of when your microphone's muted and not.
Well, technically you can. Just mute.
Anyway,
And
sorry,
thanks,
I'm so-
Jabber, for sending us down this hole by mentioning that we've not been into combat.
No, I must admit, that was a very fun wee sort of side journey.
Yeah.
that was awesome.
It was amazing.
I've
That was
enjoyed
exciting.
GMing it actually. There's no canon, there's no main story here, but it was.
But there's hags and they're
fun.
creepy and they're
Yeah,
powerful.
they're really
and-
creepy.
Also, like this can become like a thing. Like this is something that our characters like. Oh crap, hags. We've been dealing with like fey entities. It's like, all right, there are still monsters just normally in the world.
Yeah, just
Yeah.
FYI, Alton never liked hags.
Oh, no.
from the jump when he heard, he was like,
And
no.
the other thing that why Alton didn't is because actually hags are fey as well.
Yeah, hags.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
Um,
the one thing I would like to say is, whilst I've quite heavily changed it, is that I'd actually based this off of a wee encounter from DM's guild called the Hags of Red Rock.
Oh, cool!
Like
Check that out,
Sven
you guys, if you're
Arneson.
playing.
So it's a free one. It's one of the ones you can download with a pay what you want type thing. So
brilliant!
if anyone wants
Awesome.
it's usually it's meant as a planned encounter for Storm King's Thunder, and it's with, I can't remember what they're called, but the ones that are for it's meant to be a sea cave, and it's got
Sea hags.
it's sea hags. Yeah, that's
It's
right.
got sea
And
hags.
yeah, and it's got special sea zombies and stuff like that, and it's very cool. But so I've quite heavily adapted it, but
That's great.
That was sort of the basis of it.
No, that was awesome, an awesome session, and thanks very much for everyone in chat as well. You were great all game, so thanks so much. If you were talking away, we'd love to see that. It means you're engaged, so that's fantastic. And Jabber, would you like to?
I will do our wrap up.
Do the wrap up.
We have Art Capades.
I think
I don't know if that's how you say it.
actually, just before you continue, I think.
I will stop.
Yeah, I think, does it not start down there by Ridiculous?
That was 7 days ago. That was last week.
I know, but I didn't know if that happened before or after the stream.
We'll do it anyway.
Do it anyway.
Yeah, all right.
All right. Last week, after our session, Ridiculous Ninja followed us.
Thank you, Ridiculous Ninja.
Thank you, man.
So followed by Nightingale Echo.
Beautiful name.
Gaming and Hobbs hosted us this week again, and also I think hosted the stream that Terror and Squid did.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. We'll go over that.
Ictus Duplo once again donated for the quality hat, and now apparently we let him down, but he didn't see my hat. So
Not me though.
next week.
Not me though. Ictus,
He
you'll
left
see this
too
on the
early.
VOD. Don't worry.
He will.
We'll be here next week again.
We'll add hats.
I am
You'll have to.
kind of out of hats, but everyone else can do something maybe.
I
you
can
know?
find more. Okay,
Maybe-
we have Art Capades.
Thanks, dude. Thanks for the donation.
Saw you active in chat as well. We have Lily Lane. Thank you for the follow. You mentioned some things in chat. We saw that. Thank you as well.
Thank you,
And
Lily.
then we have the Rough Patch. You followed. He's actually he's like my boss for my podcast that I'm running.
No
so
way. Cool. We're crossing the
Too
streams.
long to follow us at this point, but
That's,
later
we
on-
welcome you.
Later
We're
on, when
welcome.
the podcast comes out, I'll throw some mentions in here for that. But
Yeah.
there's gonna be a Shadowrun podcast coming out, and if you like Shadowrun,
Who doesn't?
so I'll be advertising that here when it comes
Yeah.
out. But
Absolutely.
till then, it's
Our intrepid barbarian is making his
Yeah.
way to the Shadowfell or whatever.
I play it pretty much the same character. Let's be honest.
Oh, well.
I
It's completely new and different, and you better watch.
I have the. Don't worry about it.
Unique.
But yeah, thank you everybody for coming. As always, we thrive on followers. It's really just we started this because we were like, hey, let's start streaming, and
Yep.
it's actually been a lot of fun. We've been getting some good character. We've been
We've had
All
character
been putting a
art.
got character. We got Steve the Zombie.
I mean, that's dope.
honestly
should
first
do
fan art. It's fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's so good.
Yeah.
Steve
Well,
the
you can
Zombie
reach us-
Remembrance stream.
As always, you can reach us on the Twitter. We keep in touch with each other throughout the week. So if something happens on Twitter, we tell each other.
Yeah.
We will upload our video on YouTube at some point, and that'll be Terror. And just keep in touch. We love chatting with you guys. We love interacting. And if you have any comments, questions, concerns, just throw something on Twitter. We'll address any questions on characters. or
Like
anything.
during the
Free
week,
to do stuff.
we got a note that the Roll20 map wasn't big enough, so I was delighted to hear it, and I got to go into I use GIMP photo editing, and I got to just make the map bigger, and there you go. People can see things better, so it helps us.
Anything you can tell us about what's going on helps us make the stream better. So, and any questions on characters, something like, hey, we need to describe something better. Like, hey, I don't really get what your character is, what they look like, what their motivation is. Like, we can answer those questions on Twitter if you send us something. So
Happy
we'll do
to.
that. So just keep in touch.
And then next Tuesday, Tara and I are going to continue our playthrough of Icewind Dale.
Yeah.
So good.
It was a very enjoyable first stream.
You died so much.
Yeah. Can we beat the 5 in one episode streak?
It's a harder game than I remembered.
Yeah, it's weird, that isn't it?
It's rough.
Yeah, but it was so sad. All my
It was good,
characters
though.
died.
And, you will definitely hear all of us waxing lyrical over the art style. I love it.
It's beautiful.
I can't remember it being so good, and for a
see-
game that's like 20 years old, it really sort of stands up.
When a company hand
Before we
paints
go off
something,
on rants,
Oh,
before
yeah.
we go off on rants on stuff, or close out this stream.
he's right.
Thank you everybody once again for coming.
Yeah, because I'll talk about it enough on Tuesday anyway.
Yeah. We'll see you guys soon.
Okay, cheers.
Okay, thanks so much.
Bye, everybody.
Bye
Have
now.
a great week.